The FBI director speaking about this. What do you think?
I know everybody that's at play, and I don't like to sit up here and be hypocritical about certain things. I homeboy gamble, Arnie. Bet it. We've been on teams. We played cards. We played spades. We played tonk. But with that being said, every year they would give us forums on what and what not to do. One of those things where if somebody asks you if a certain player is playing, you say no. So all these guys knew what was at stake. And I'm just ashamed that they put themselves and put their family and put the NBA in this position.
One of those things where if somebody asks you if a certain player is playing, you say no.
This is bad news bears, fam. Facts. I'm saying this really sucks ass, bro. I can't. Man. Alright. The sports world has been rocked by the federal investigation into illegal gambling and point-shaving allegations involving NBA players. Just when I'm in the process of starting a sports betting channel for my community members who want to get to the bag on the side, this mess hits the freaking fan. And as a sports bettor, I can't tell you how many times I've seen player props go left and you sitting there feeling like you got robbed. The player has one rebound to get. The coach doesn't play him for the whole fourth quarter, fam. Make it make sense. The player has 2-3 points to make. And all of a sudden they get a mysterious injury. Don't play the rest of the game. Terry Rozier is just one. But how many players are engaging in this mess? Dante Porter, Michael Porter Jr.'s brother, he spoke about it. Malik Beasley. I mean, it's rampant. Right? And think about it. How easy is it to call your grandmother who lives in West Bubblefuck somewhere and have her call Pookie to tell him to place a bet because you not playing tonight or you not going to play? I mean, come on, man. It's not rocket science. And what I want to know is, do we as sports bettors have a lawsuit claim for lost wages now? Nah, I can't lie, y'all. I'm very angry about this. Facts. And if your king is involved, it's over. By the grace of God, for some powerful people in the feds, way up top, dude, he was cleared of that PED usage. And to be honest, I still don't believe he's innocent, but I don't have any proof for that. So I can't really talk about that, but it's very suspect, highly suspect. All right, and because look, it's very suspicious and coincidental. People in LeBron's camp are connected to the people convicted in the barcode scandal. Make it make sense, Bob. Now, here we go again. Damon Jones played with LeBron in Cleveland after he was drafted 22 years ago. Hello? Damon Jones is Bronny James' godfather. Hello? These ninjas are close. I was born that night, but not last night, fam. Right? Now, while LeBron has not been formally charged, the evidence and speculation surrounding his potential involvement is mounting, fam. And in this video, we're going to take an objective look at both the case against LeBron as well as the factors that could exonerate him. But the truth is, people aren't stupid. I'm not dumb, right? LeBron knows the rules, okay? And his close relationship with Damon Jones doesn't exactly look good. But I'm gonna let you review it, decide whether King James is truly innocent or not, right? Now, let's start with the most damning piece of evidence. The federal indictment's references to Player 3, which many believe is a clear allusion to LeBron James. The fact that LeBron's name is being directly tied to this scandal, come on, man. Adding to that, we got comments from Big Shaq. pointed out that the league's rules strictly prohibit players from disclosing injury or availability information before it's officially reported. Right? And it's a reason for that. Why? Because we as sports bettors rely heavily on the injury report. Who's in and who's out. If I had that knowledge beforehand, oh my God, are you serious? This raises questions about LeBron's relationship with the Lakers coaching staff and whether he may have shared sensitive information for nefarious purposes, man. I mean, it's clear as day. LeBron is extremely close with Damon Jones, and Damon Jones has ties to the Lakers organization. The connections between these individuals only add to the suspicion surrounding LeBron. All right, look, I'm gonna let you listen to the Damon Jones report and the clip of what Shaq had to say. I'm gonna share my thoughts when we come back, and I want you to jump in the comments and you tell me what you think. Fair? All right, take a listen to this, fam. We'll be right back.
Ben Fox tweets out an FBI indictment. Damon Jones text to co-conspire before February 9th, 2023 Lakers-Bucks game. Quote, get a big bet on Milwaukee tonight before the information is out. Player 3 is out tonight. Bet enough so D. Jones can eat to like now. ESPN has confirmed that player 3 was LeBron. And this is part of the web of this entire indictment when it comes to two forms of this. Remember, we saw two separate indictments, one involving a mafia-backed poker game and one involving information around player props and betting that 6 players, Damon Jones being one of, was involved with. Caroline Fenton, Jason Fitz, Yahoo Sports Daily. And Caroline, I have to remind everybody, this does not mean LeBron was a part of anything. This doesn't mean LeBron had any knowledge of anything. LeBron has not been accused of any wrongdoing in the indictment. It doesn't seem to have any connection of any awareness of anything that was happening. But the fact is, a part of that indictment was related to trading of insider information. If you know player X is going to be out and you tell somebody in advance so they can make money on bets, that is a violation of not only the NBA rules, but it's against the law, Caroline. So these are this is why a name maybe that wasn't as important to some people initially, Damon Jones, becomes one of the most important names, because even being LeBron adjacent in these conversations becomes a far more reaching conversation.
Yeah, 100%. And I think yesterday when we were listening to the FBI press conference and just kind of deciphering all of the information that we were getting at the time, the information that we had available, it was our understanding that these were two separate cases that were related, that it was, the Chauncey Billups of it all. And then there was the Terry Rozier side of it all, the Chauncey Billups mafia-backed illegal poker games, and then the Terry Rozier, throwing games. What was the tie between the two? Because that's what they said over and over again in the FBI press conference, is that these two situations were separate but related. So I thought, okay, was the relationship between these two discussions the fact that it is NBA personnel, an NBA player and an NBA coach, and these two things are coming out at the same time, and that they're not related, but they are related just because they're both associated with the association? Damon James could be that tie that brings together this illegal poker game with Chauncey Billups and the alleged game throwing. That Damon Jones is the connector between league information, throwing games, fixing games, rigging games, and also making sure that the bad people that are involved in these illegal poker games are getting their money and getting their due. Now, of course, that's all speculation, but that feels like an obvious tie that brings these two cases together, because I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to see that relationship, to see how these kind of things connect, that there are bad people involved that are going to get their money no matter what, and somebody that has inside and valuable information to help them get that money.
The FBI director speaking about this, what do you think?
I know everybody that's at play. And I don't like to sit up here and be hypocritical about certain things. I homeboy gamble, Ernie. Bet it. We've been on teams. We played cards. We played spades. We played tonk. But with that being said, every year they would give us forums on what and what not to do. One of those things where if somebody asks you if a certain player is playing, you say no. So all these guys knew what was at stake, and I'm just ashamed that they put themselves and put their family and put the NBA in this position.
Now, I'm going to be fair, right? LeBron has not been formally charged or implicated by the authorities leading this investigation, fam. And throughout his career, he has built his reputation as one of the most upstanding, high-character players in the league, right? You know, and he has a long history of success and a clean image, and it makes it hard for many to believe he would jeopardize it all by engaging in illegal gambling and point-shaving schemes. It makes no sense. Right? Now that they have confirmed player 3 is LeBron, what does this all mean, man? Like, this is so crazy. Right? We've heard from numerous analysts and fans. They firmly believe the allegations against LeBron are simply unfounded rumors and speculation. They argue that the league and its media partners would never allow someone of LeBron's stature and out be taken down in this manner. I don't know, because it's not looking good, fam. It's not looking good. Right? And I know emotions are running high on both sides of this issue. LeBron's legacy, his reputation, it's on the line here. And as sport fans, we have to remember that everyone is innocent until proven guilty, right? And it's easy to get caught up in the sensationalism and jump to conclusions. But that's not fair to LeBron or the judicial process. And that's just facts, right? We got to keep an open mind and wait for more facts to emerge. Right? LeBron does deserve the chance to defend himself and clear his name. Right? Because, you know, listen, I don't appreciate all the GOAT BS or his cowardly approach to competition and a bunch of other things. But I'm not going to rush the judgment based on circumstantial evidence. Right? That would be a disservice to the principles of fairness and due process that we all hold with integrity. Unlike most LeBron fans. Right, because these people, they are Honey, Lou, KY. It's on deck at any given moment to defend and protect their perfect king. Right? Because in the end, the truth about LeBron's potential involvement in this scandal will come to light one way or the other. But I gotta say, fam, it looks ugly. Look at this. My brother, he just sent me a tweet that LeBron put up a few years ago. Oh my God. Nah, this ain't good at all, y'all. Yo, listen, stay tuned, y'all, because I got another video to do now. This is crazy. On your way out, let me know you were here. Hit the like button, fam. Get in the comments and tell me if you think LeBron is innocent or guilty and why. Till the next video, don't be an imposter, be safe, and God bless.